Curious to see what goes behind a website redesign? If yes, then come with me in today's video where I'll take you behind the scene how I would redesign a website. I will take you along with me through each section of the website and explain my thought process about each design decision I make, why I make them, and what is it going to accomplish to make website not just more prettier or visually appealing, but also to increase conversions and deliver a better user experience. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Ksenia. I'm a website and brand designer, and on this channel I share website design, marketing tips and tutorial for busy creators and entrepreneurs. So make sure to subscribe. In today's video, we'll be redesigning a website for spa. And the reason I picked this particular website is because, first of all, it's located in my city. I was recommended that place by one of my friends, but when I went on their website, I immediately was questioning the quality of this place. But because my friend had a previous good experience in their spa, I decided to go along with it. And I did indeed had a very good experience in that spa. And I think it's a really good example of how the quality of your service should be reflected on your website, on your social media, etc. Your business online presence speaks for the quality of service you provide. So let's take a look closer at the original design they have. We have the navigation up the top. Right off the bat, I can tell the navigation is way too crowded. Then we have this image. Doesn't really tell us anything. The angle isn't right. Like, I can't really tell if this is a person just chilling in a bath or something. Like, it's very confusing. And then we scroll down. We have like little information here. What draws my eyes is this piece of copy. Recover your source. Those words that do not give me any information. Our eyes are naturally just drawn to this piece, and then from here it drawn to book now gift certificate. I can tell that they spa because there is a spa in the name, but other than that, so far I don't know anything. Then we have another very large sort of useless image because it doesn't give me any idea what am I signing up for. The way we approach the information, my eyes are drawn here. Ultimate renewal. Okay, the copy over here is so small and in all caps and in very unreadable. I'm not going to read it. Most of the people also not going to read it. Their eyes is immediately going to be drawn to this feature snippets. We can tell that they were featured in some magazines. And as we scroll down to the page, another image, relax and save. And from here, I immediately drawn to the word memberships. I understand that you can enroll in their membership to save money. Okay, this is what we have here. Let me try to help them and redesign this website for better conversion. First of all, I think we should add one more color, something more welcoming. I want people when they land on the website to feel very welcomed, relaxed. I want to use more calming colors. I want them to be sure that this is a quality place. I want to communicate that through our design. I have adjusted slightly their navigation, and this one is going to be specials. Let me walk you through what I have done here. Currently they have a navigation menu, which is a welcome, membership, hydrotherapy, services, about us, careers, contact us, shop, and book now. It's confusing for people who just landed on this website, and you have to constantly scroll around trying to find what you need. So first of all, welcome, it's a completely useless page. It's basically this page. So we're removing this from the navigation. We don't need it. Membership, obviously we're keeping this. Hydrotherapy, that's something they're known for. We obviously keeping this. For services, I renamed it spa treatments, which is more explicit of what they're actually offering. The about page is very important when you're trying to hire a freelancer or a coach or something. It's important for you to know that person. In this particular instance, we don't really need to know about. We're obviously going to keep those pages, but they do not actually deserve the place in our menu, in my opinion. So I would shift them into the footer, and instead of about, I'm just gonna add the information that people actually do need. It's locations, because this spa has 2 different locations. So we want people to have all the most important information right up the top. Instead of having about us, which is also, it's a drop down, then there is a team, our philosophy, it's all very good, but it's not really that important for people to book with you. They might dig in more if they want to. We're going to provide them with that option, including those links in the footer, but we don't really need that in our main navigation. I replaced it with a location. Then contact us. Also, we don't really need this page over here. We obviously need a book now because we want them to book with you, but nobody really contacts the spa. Like, they just wanted to book directly. We're going to shift the contact page to the footer. And in a shop, it's not really a shop. It's like, it's very complicated the way they done it. In a shop, they display the specials and then they're linking out to not related to them shop. So people can shop with a different website. I don't understand why would you want to drive traffic away for people to shop at some random websites. I don't know why they done it. I think it's way more beneficial if we call it specials so people can preview the specials that are available on that page. Okay, so this is our new navigation, which is more clear and way more informative compared to the previous one. Next one, we have this image over here. I don't really like this image. It's dark and moody. Let me see if I can try something else. Okay, I found this very beautiful image. First of all, it works with our color palette, more relaxed and calming. Now we need to add headline to indicate what is this website is about, because the hero section is the most important part on your website, and we don't want to leave the most crucial piece of real estate just untouched. Okay, after a little bit of digging and reading about this spa, here's what we have. A quiet break just for you. Reserve your hour to recharge, because they have the reservation by hours, and this lady looks so relaxed and so relieved of being there that this communicates exactly what it needs, because that's basically what the spa is selling. Be there, enjoy yourself, don't think about all of your problems, all of the work-related stuff, etc. This is straight to the point. Next logical step would be to have two buttons here. Let me explain, because they have two different locations. We have added these two buttons that clearly indicate what locations they have their spas in, which is way more useful for customers because they can immediately decide which location they would go, because they know wherever the location is closer to their house or wherever they're located right now. Also, always like to know exactly the opening hour, especially for this type of business. I found this information that they open daily from 9:45 a.m. to 10 p.m. This is very useful to tell people right away. This information should be above default because it's a crucial element of booking with this particular spa in our case. Then if I look at their old website, they have on the bottom water wave, which is, I like the idea of using like an illustration, a wave, something. So I was thinking and playing around with, and I think we're gonna use a graphical wave. I've created this wave, the shape, and I'm just gonna place it right over here. Looking good. I really like which direction it's heading, because this green color they have on the background, it just doesn't look right with the red, but this is their brand color. So what we can do in that case is to minimize the use of that color while still using it. So for that reason, I used it in one of the buttons, but I don't think we need to use it on the background of their navigation. It's a very bad contrast. Okay, looking good. Next section, I would like to show more images from their spa and what can you expect. And I think here I would like to feature their membership. I also have this spacing over here. I feel like to showcase their rating of their reviews is like a perfect place for it. And this is the copy I came up with. Join our monthly membership for exclusive spa access and unbeatable savings. If you join their membership, you're saving like $100 or something a month. Okay, next, I highlighted the benefits of their membership, again, in very good readable bulleted points without overwhelming people. I want people to be able to skim through all of the information. That's why I'm using this like little graphics to help people just go through this information and to be able to digest it very easily. And we probably should add a price. Okay, I think this is great. We highlighted the price, which is $179, and we highlighted how much would it cost you if you would have paid without membership, just one-time use. One of the important selling points. And now I feel like since we mentioned this rating over here, now it's time for reviews. They had some really great reviews on their website. I think we can utilize them to prove our point about this unbeatable membership they offer. Okay, I selected 2 of the best reviews. They are short, to the point. They indicated that what a great place and atmosphere, relaxing. This is all we want when you're selecting testimonials, reviews for your website. Be sure to select the right type of testimonials. Sometimes I would land on a website and they feature testimonials like, "You're great." That doesn't tell me anything. I'm sure you might be having a great personality, which is also great to consider when you're working with someone, but this is not exactly the main selling point when you're trying to decide to work with someone. This is also could be a carousel or something based on what I was able to discover about this business and the way I have been introduced to this spa. My friend was having a birthday and we, with girls, were deciding what to give to her, and we decided on this spa. That being said, I do have a suspicion that the gift certificates are one of the big selling points for them, gift friends and family. That being said, I feel like next section should be a section highlighting the gift certificate they do offer. Found this great image. We're gonna feature maybe a couple, or it could also be 2 friends, 2 girls, because girls are usually the one who just go and enjoy spa together. This is a great image. Next, we have a strong call to action, gift certificates available, celebrate with a gift of quality time, great headline. And now I want some visual representation of a gift card. Okay, this is great. We have the indication of the card and it's gonna lead them to purchase the gift card. And I think we could also use a little testimonials down below. I digged up this testimonial. If you're building your website, right now, the old way is when you have a dedicated page with reviews, which is great, but most of the people are not going to be going through every page on your website. What they're going to be doing is landing on a particular page, wherever the first page, mainly homepage, and just going through this page and trying to understand what is there. So it's a really good way to convince people in the quality of your work and show social proof is by using testimonials and social proof throughout all the pages on your website, opposed to just having one page where you collected all of the testimonial list, if that makes sense. We want to highlight a time they're allowed to reserve, which is from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. And okay, reserve your daily. This is looking good. And now we just need some highlights why they should do it. I'm just reusing this information, but basically here we would want to highlight what are the benefits of this hydrotherapy and try to convince people to book this session. And for the call to action for this particular section, I think we're gonna reuse these 2 buttons. Just gonna make this red, and this should be white. We want to make sure that people know that there is a possibility of booking in 2 different locations, and that should be very clear on a website. And we want to make sure to avoid unnecessary clicks. That's why it's useful to list the 2 buttons right next to each other so they can pick wherever location suits them. I'm gonna use this color in the footer, which is gonna list out everything, all the links that I have removed from over here. We're gonna organize them in our footer. And I think we can also implement the same wave. They have it over here, but in a more graphical way. I feel like it just looks more modern. And the last piece, I just looked at their features and I actually feel like local features for Seattle, I wouldn't do the way it's done over here. Okay, so here's what we have with our logos. I actually decided to keep them, but instead of featuring the magazine covers, just feature the logos and basically create this like a cluster of social proof, I call it. We have under the gift card section, we have a social proof from a real customer, and below this we have this magazine features, shows that the business have been vetted by reputable sources and building more trust with potential customers. Okay, so this is what we started with. And Here's the way I would redesign this if I had to work with this company. Let me know what you think in the comments below.